Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the Two Best Friends podcast.
We hope you had the best week.
We are sitting down today and sharing with you guys our tips on how to romanticize your life because we talk about this all the time. We're very extra, and I feel like we can give you guys like some tips on what we do, as it might be extra, but we think it helps like us romanticize our life.
Yeah, and life is short. Why not literally make it as best as you possibly can?
Yeah.
So we have a handful of things that we're going to share today, and hopefully, I feel like a lot of people probably do these things already.
Yeah. But some people probably don't because they think it's extra or that it's like silly. But I think you should do the silly things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, why not? Like,
cares?
I don't know. It makes me happy. Like, these things on the list, I'm like, these things make me so happy. Like,
I know.
and then you can have something to look forward to. And
I was writing them down. I was like, these are things that like I might get made fun of from like my boyfriend, but I'm like, they are genuinely like so fun to do.
And it's all about the little things.
Yeah. So we'll walk through like some of the ones that we do and some things maybe if you guys don't do, you can start doing to spice up your life, essentially. Yeah. So before jumping into the list of all of like what we think, what helps us romanticize our life, we'll do our little weekly catch up. So first, do you have anything like updates from last week? Anything new?
Updates. Well, of course, like Gina knows this already, but I've just been like getting into a new like work routine in which like I am so regimented that when I do new like routines and stuff, my body just like, I don't know, like it's honestly, I don't know if it's normal. Like, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like so bad. It's like, am I okay?
Well, also like your sleep is probably so different now.
Yeah.
It's like waking up earlier.
I got up at 6 today.
Yeah. Well, especially because before this,
yeah.
But you were waking up a little bit later.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly it. Like,
that's what it is.
So used to waking up early. It's not that I like cannot wake up early. I've woken up early my whole life, like 4:30 early.
Yeah, like she had her whole day done by like 9.
Yeah. So it's not that I'm not used to it, but it's definitely like, I don't know, like I should have weaned myself back onto a routine. I don't know, whatever. But
it is what it is. And also you'll get into it. It takes like a week.
Yeah. I feel like yes, after like maybe a month, like because things can change by week, and then yes, like once you finally get into a flow, you're like, okay, I'm good. But it definitely takes a second to get there. So I've just been like trying to like get into a routine and get used to like a new normal.
Right.
And then I don't think I have any other updates besides that.
Do you have a pit and peak from last week?
Definitely my peak without a doubt would be getting my hair done yesterday because that is my favorite time.
Perfect for the episode.
Not high maintenance, but I will get my hair done like every 3 months, but last time it was like 4.
Yeah, it's been a
while.
She
like looked at me and she's like, holy shit, your hair's dark. I'm like, stop. Like,
oh no,
that is the worst thing like
for a blonde to hear.
Yeah, it's like the blonde blindness, but like times 10, because I was like, oh, but my hair, it's not that it looked bad, but it was like really dark for me
from what you're used to.
Like if anyone like knows like my hair history, I used to dye my hair so it was like really dark or light, like all over my head, and I had like no like
you were platinum.
Like I was like
to the root, guys. Yeah, I always send like memories from like a year or 2 years ago.
Yeah,
or honestly maybe it was 3 years ago, but it was so blonde.
And like now I'm like really loving like a little bit more of my natural color, so I like it, but it was like really dark. It was really overdue. It was like 5 months almost, or 4 maybe.
No, it's been a while for you.
It was April.
Yeah,
but the last time I had a full head of highlights was like October, and I was like,
oh my gosh, yeah, you're like, bleach me.
I know,
like dump the bleach.
I don't care that it's 6:30 p.m. I want full highlight. Like just do me up.
I know. Well, good thing your hair doesn't take too long, right? Because
I got home at like 9:45.
Yeah,
it took like 3 hours.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Well, I had to get my hair cut too.
Yeah.
So anyways, that was my peak. And then my pit would probably just be like, I don't know, I'm just feeling like generally a little bit more fatigued this week for a handful of reasons. So
yeah,
just trying to like keep my energy up and like get my body like physically feeling a little bit better.
A little extra sleep will feel good for you.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm also trying to figure out when to work out because I like don't want to neglect that. So
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
I know when you start a new job, trying to figure out like when to work out is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
It took like literally 3 months to figure out.
I will not like sacrifice that. Like that's a non-negotiable for me. So unfortunately, if I do have to sacrifice like an hour of sleep, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like I figure it out tomorrow.
Yeah.
But once I get on a consistent schedule that I'll be on for the rest of my time there, like it will be better because it's like, okay, you know, there will be some flexibility, but
And your body will bounce back like quickly.
it's like the first week of school.
Yeah.
Like you're so tired because you're around so many people.
Mhm.
And I'm like very introverted, so being around people is so draining for me. Not necessarily in a bad way, like, oh, I don't want to be around new people, but it's like having to introduce yourself. They're not comfortable with you. You're not comfortable with them. They don't know anything about you. They're trying to get to know you, like all the things. And it's like,
Yeah, it's the most like mentally draining thing in the world.
can I just skip this part?
Skip to the good part where like
Which
no one's bothering me and I'm in routine.
It sounds so bad to say because it's like I hate to like be like that person that's like, oh,
But it's so
I'm
real.
comfortable, but it's like, you know, I can feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's
like,
so real.
it, you know
I
what
was
I mean?
the same way when I started my first job and going through training. Like, holy fuck, I was so tired of talking to people. I was like, every time I went home after work, I was like, I don't want to speak to anyone. I was like, can I go to sleep and like not have to go tomorrow? Like, that's how it feels.
Yeah.
So it's totally normal. But again, once you're in your own routine, you're going to feel much better. So the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Literally.
Anyways, we can get into how was your week?
My week, it was normal. You know, same old, same old. Have not like new updates, but my peak from this past week was actually today, actually. I went to a new workout studio near me and I did this yoga sculpt class at Core Power. And I was reading reviews and I looked up videos beforehand to see kind of what the class entailed. And everyone was like, it's literally like preparing for war. It's the hardest class you'll take. And I was like, okay, I've done hot yoga before. I should be able to do it. No, it actually is like you're preparing for war. It is so incredibly hard. I was so humbled the entire workout. I was like, have I ever lifted a weight? Have I ever worked out before in my life? I was using 2-pound dumbbells.
Yeah.
Like sorry, it's kind of embarrassing for me because I can lift very heavy. And we're doing like a chair pose with like a bent over row and I'm doing 2 pounds. And I was like dying. It was but it was good. It was challenging. I feel like every so often I want to like challenge my body like that. So there was like a mixture of the yoga, the weights, and then there was like a little cardio portion. Like we were doing jumping jacks. I was like, oh, when's the last time I did a jumping jack? I don't even know, but it was really, really difficult, but it was still like a good difficult. So I'm trying to like switch things up with my like routine. If I want to do like a workout class like once a week or something, I got like class pass again because it's only like $40 a month for like once a week. So not too bad. But that was my peak. It was fun. I like going to a hot yoga class every once in a while.
Yoga is so hard.
It's so hard. It never gets easier though, because I've done those classes before and they don't get easier.
No, because literally the way that I almost passed out the last yoga class I did, which sounds so pathetic if you've never done it before, but it is literally the hardest thing ever. Like I really think that resistance training is easier than hot yoga.
It is. Which is so crazy because you would never think that from like an outside perspective looking in.
I also don't have the best flexibility. Like I
don't know. I see these older women were in there. I was like, they are like beating my ass right now. I don't know how they're doing more weight. They haven't stopped. I took so many breaks. I was like, this is so bad. But highly recommend trying a new workout class. And if you need a new one, the Core Power Yoga Sculpt was really good. And then my pit is like super dark. I'm going to go down a dark road. No, not really.
Yeah.
But like, you know, we always talk about like health anxiety.
Yeah.
We both have really bad health anxiety and like being a hypochondriac. I got my blood work done last week and I just always hate doing it though.
Yeah.
Like it's good to do. Like everyone should go. I just like, I had nothing bad happen. Like I'm fine. Like my levels are good. But like to me, like my health and anxious self, I'm like, I need to be healthier. I need to like cut out everything. And so I'm just like now looking into a lot more things. I'm like, why? I hate that, but it's good to do as well.
I think like it's tough too because I remember that thing we did in college.
Right.
I almost in high school.
Well, that's like the same things I'm getting checked.
And it's like, yeah, so it's the same thing because Gina and I both had to have like blood work done.
Yeah, it was like checking our like glucose, cholesterol,
all the biomarkers.
Yeah.
Like the standard biomarkers we had to do in college for some class. And like professors just make you literally feel like you're gonna die.
I know, and it's so frustrating.
I know, and then people around you, like I think subconsciously people just talk about it, and like they're like, oh, like let's say like your favorite like dessert, they're like, oh, like that has like I don't know, red 40 in it or something.
Right.
It's like, remember the Aperol thing?
Yeah. No, I know.
Like, but it's so frustrating because then you start like second guessing yourself.
Feeling right now.
Everything then you consume though.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, oh, like one level was like 1 point too high for my liking. And now I'm like, oh, gotta cut that out, or oh, I gotta do this. And like, I hate that, but it's good and bad, you know? So I'm like just kind of changing some things up in my routine.
I think the nice part too is like because I think it's one thing if your levels are like not to your liking, if you're not active and you're not exercising, but at least you have that to like balance things out and like bring it down, or like
it helps so much.
Yeah, because like exercise is medicine, we know this, but like it's seriously like it will like help in time. So it's at least
I'm doing something to help, which is I'm obviously a healthy individual. I'm just hard on myself because I have like that health anxiety, which is so annoying to have because I don't want to, but just
I could go on a rant about that. Yeah, watching someone talk about her YouTube video on that, and she like got diagnosed with health anxiety.
Yeah,
and like the things that she was experiencing, like I was like, if I ever get to that point, just
and it's so funny because I saw a TikTok someone talking about like their OCD mixed with health anxiety, and that's kind of I don't want that to ever happen.
No,
because that's when like again you can't even like live your life, and that sucks. But we definitely want to talk more about this topic because we both sometimes suffer with like health anxiety and being like a hypochondriac. So
yeah,
it is what it is. We do our best.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
So that was my week, but we're fine. Like we're a-okay.
Everything's good. I think like I don't know. I'm just like sort of like I don't know. September's gonna be a really good month. I think I'm excited for September. I'm actually really excited for like. I think September is going to be one of the fastest months of the year so far.
Yeah.
I was telling her this the other day.
Yeah.
But I just like feel like September's going to be really good. I'm manifesting it. It's Virgo season.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good month.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just putting it out into the universe.
Yeah, because next time we talk, it will be September.
I know.
So,
I can't believe it. How is it Labor Day on Monday?
I know.
But anyways.
It's going to be a good month.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good month. And I'm excited for all the things like coming up, and it's almost fall.
Fall is near, and I cannot wait.
To better days are ahead.
Yes,
like we're just in a little bit of like a, you know, slight low right now, I would say.
I think everyone is. Like,
I also think
I think there's something in the air,
and I'm like, good, I'm not the only one. Like, what is going on?
I don't know. I think we all need like a new month. I truly believe that. Like,
August was a little bit draining for me. I'm not gonna lie.
It was a lot, but that's okay because again, once September hits, it's just the best months are ahead, in my opinion.
Absolutely, the best 4 months of the year.
Yeah,
ahead, so.
it's the best time of the year.
It really is.
Do you see? I got some Halloween towels. I'm sorry, guys. I went a little early. Well, I went to go buy a yoga mat at TJ Maxx because I needed one, and then I saw all the fall stuff. I was like,
I can't. Yeah,
I can't not get something. So. There's going to be a lot of pumpkins in this place soon.
Yeah, no.
I can't wait.
Orange is a really pretty little pop of color.
It is.
It's hard not.
So excited.
Yeah.
But
alrighty. So I guess we'll just like jump into the main topic of conversation, which is like our little tips for romanticizing your life, spicing up your life, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
We have a pretty decent sized list of things. So I think we'll just kind of go through them as we prioritize them. Yeah. To maybe be good.
Yeah.
So like I think to start would be one of the biggest things that Gina and I have done for honestly as long as I can remember is like going on cute little dates with your girlfriends. Like I know there's a difference between like your boyfriend and like your girlfriends. Go with your girlfriends. Like go to a cute little like cocktail bar and get like a cute cocktail, dress up, do your hair, your makeup. Yeah. Just feel good about yourself. And then go with your bestie and just like...
Yeah, it's the best. And Kylie and I, we always have said this. There's nothing better, like, when you're meeting girlfriends, like, our criteria in a girlfriend is, like, the ones that just want to go to happy hour and get dressed up, like, wearing the heels, like, dressing to the nines, like, just 'cause, like, to take pictures and have drinks. Like,
celebrate life.
It's just... That is romanticizing your life to the fullest.
It really is. Like, somebody... Like, I was listening to a girl... talk about she went out to dinner with her boyfriend and the waiter was like, oh, like is there anything you're celebrating tonight? And they were just like, life.
Yeah,
like we're just celebrating life. And I was like, I love that.
That's beautiful.
That's all you need. Like, actually, just celebrate being alive, celebrate like being able to go out and be with your people and like enjoy a nice little, Gina and I personally love to do appetizers and drinks.
Yeah,
but
it's the best.
Dinner, whatever is your cup of tea. Yeah. But it really is just like a really good, like, I don't know.
And you can do it. Like, I also feel like sometimes people that are in relationships feel like they can't, like, go out and maybe, quote unquote, look single, like, when you're out with your girlfriends and stuff. I feel like sometimes in relationship people think that, but I think it's more important, like, when you are in a relationship to go out with your girlfriends especially.
Yeah, be social. Yeah, don't, like, because
those are so important.
Yeah.
Those dates, like, and they're just so much fun. Like, I crave
it's like
those
therapy.
nights just to like talk shit over a glass of wine and some appetizers. What's better?
You free Saturday?
Yeah. You free Saturday? You ever
For you, yeah.
those TikToks and they'll film their table and they'll be like this and yap? That's literally us.
That is literally us.
Our
Even I
cocktail.
spent like 4 hours at Cooper's Hawk sometimes with
We'll
just
just sit
wine.
there and like talk about God knows what. I don't
Doesn't
even
even
know.
matter. Like honestly, like anything.
Anything. It's so fun. Like nothing. I mean, Cooper's Hawk is like the best because we'll get like a whole thing of sangria.
That's our place.
But we gotta switch it up. We're gonna try something new this week.
We are gonna try something new,
But
but
that's the fun of it.
it like I don't think you understand. Like my soul just craves it, especially after like a week where you're like,
Yes, you just
know.
need to decompress. And like also those ugly weeks, like Kylie and I always say this too, if we've had like a week or a couple days of just feeling like, ugh.
oh my God, like I need to put myself together.
Yes.
Which kind of leads into the next thing, which is just like getting yourself ready for
It's so important.
during COVID, like when I was like doing online school and stuff, like I mean, I had responsibilities, but really I didn't have to go anywhere. No one needed to see me. It really wasn't like, you know, you're going to a job or like whatever. I would still put mascara on at the least, a little bit of mascara, maybe some bronzer, blush, whatever. And like you could still dress in a bummy outfit, but just put your face together and then you feel like you have something to do that day. Like I have responsibilities, like I have to be present. Like that helped me so much.
Yeah, it's like those moms and grandmas that always say like put a lip on.
Yeah.
It's that. It's like it's not even that you have to because you look bad or anything. It's just like present yourself.
Yes.
They always say too, if you're single, like you never know who you're gonna meet.
Exactly.
Even if you're taken, like you never know who you're gonna meet, like your next boss, your next like literally connection, like you don't know. So I just hate when people like shame people for like putting makeup on, even if they're just going to the gym or running an errand, like literally just going to Target. If you want to put yourself together, do it. It feels so good just to like look presentable, and it's one of our favorite things to do. And I never used to do it like years and years ago. I have definitely become more girly over the last couple of years, and it just makes you feel so good just to have yourself together.
My grandma always told that. She's like, you never know who you're gonna meet. Like always look like you put yourself together
in some way.
And I think like too, like at least this is like my perspective on it, is like if you put effort into the way you look, it comes off as like you are almost like not respecting like where you are, but just like looking like you had something to do that day. Like a pet peeve of mine personally, which I hope that it doesn't offend anybody. I don't want it to be like offensive at all, but like when people show up to like work or something and they just don't look like they had anywhere to be that day, like just make it look like you knew you had something to do. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like do it like beat your face and wear like a fancy outfit, but just like, you know, brush your hair, like,
or even like accessorize. Like that's another thing I have written down is like if you're wearing like a matching sets can elevate your outfit or your look without even putting makeup on or doing your hair, or like putting earrings with like a random outfit just to spice it up, like just accessorize.
Yes. Like it makes all the difference in the world. And I think some of it too is like subconscious, like you will feel better. Not only like you just like, I don't even know how to explain it.
Look good, feel good.
That's really as simple as it is.
It really is.
In my opinion, like if I just like put a little bit of effort, and it could be like put a nice scent on, put some like your favorite gold hoops on.
Yeah.
Or like slick your hair back.
And I hear it so much because like my boyfriend's family, like they're very chill people, like very casual individuals. And then there's me. I'm like, if we're going to dinner, even if it's at like fucking Chili's, I don't know. Like I still will put some makeup on my face. And they're like, oh, Gina's all dressed up today. I'm like, guys, like I just want to look good.
Is
that so bad? Yeah. So like that's the thing. Like don't like just do it because you want to and because it makes you feel better.
And don't be like put down by like other people that are not like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I think like for me, like I always get a little bit like if we're going somewhere, Gina,
like self-conscious,
yes, when you're like too
put together,
and then it's like too fancy. Like Gina, I will literally check out the restaurant photos and go because I'm like I don't want to look too nice for where I'm going.
But see, my fear is being underdressed, so I will always be overdressed.
Yeah, and that's not a bad thing.
No,
but I think society as a whole has become more casual. Like I was watching some person talk about how in the olden days, like people would get dressed up to go to the airport.
Well, exactly,
and that was like a thing.
Yeah,
and now they're like, all I see now is yoga pants and sweatpants. But I don't know anything.
Wait, that's so funny you bring that up because when I went to the movies with Kevin's mom and we were there and she wore like jeans and a t-shirt and I was wearing a matching like sweat set and everyone in the movie theater is wearing like pajama pants And she goes, this is so different. We used to like get decked out to go to the movies.
Yeah.
She's like, everyone's wearing pajamas. But that's the reality. Like, everything is a lot more casual.
It really is. And someone was, I don't remember who was complaining about it. It was like a while ago that I heard that.
Yeah.
But they were just like, everyone's wearing yoga pants now. Like, put yourself together a little bit.
I know. I love when people are wearing like their work outfits in the airports.
Yeah.
That
you just feel important. It's like, you just, I don't know.
And some people will just dress up that way, even if it's not a work trip, just to feel, like you said, important.
Yeah, well, I look at them and I'm like, you must be like making bank. Like if you're at the airport at 7 a.m. and your little heels and your freaking trousers and blouse, like go off.
That
is a slay.
They probably feel like a bad bitch, and that's as they should.
You know, I respect it.
Yeah. But that's the biggest thing. Like, we always love just dressing up and going out to dinner. Like, those two things go hand in hand, and it's like one of our favorite things. And then another thing is like self-care kind of things, which again, like I said, I definitely have become like more girly over the last couple of years because I never really was. But like doing those things for yourself that maybe make you feel more feminine, I find also helps me like romanticize life a little bit. Like getting your nails done, getting your hair done. If you do like, I don't know, Botox or filler, like do what you want. We're a team, do what you want. So like do those things. If that what like just makes you happy, do it. That's what we are all for.
Yes. I literally just think it like, I don't know, like the nails make me feel more feminine, but the hair is almost like blondes I understand, but it's like almost like being blonde is like an accessory. Like
no, actually it's like your identity, but like kind of.
But it's like if my hair is done, like I could just throw on a weird outfit. I don't really care. It's like my hair is, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, your
girlies will get it.
The girls, no, they know. But that's everyone has like their thing.
Yeah.
So like figure out what your thing is and like put effort into it.
Yeah.
Because that'll make you feel good. And like your life will just feel 10 times better.
I agree.
What else? Random things like, I don't know, drinking like fun drinks out of fun glasses.
Yeah.
Me and Kylie have done this for so long because again, the cute little things in life. So we just have fun, cute glasses with Olipops in them. Like I'll put an Olipop in a wine glass because it like sets the vibe. And I'm like, ooh, I love this. Or like fun mocktails, cocktails. It's just fun. I love it.
I love doing like little like cups. Making drinks. Like a few months ago, we made a couple different drinks and like wine glass. But like doing that, like so that is my favorite thing.
We really got dressed up and like made cocktails and just like took photos.
Yeah, I mean, and then we did go out after that. It's like we spent most of the day here. So like, I mean, we were together. We weren't out in public.
Yeah.
But like the act of like going to the store and like or searching on Pinterest like a recipe and like going to the store and getting the stuff and then coming back and making it, like that is like literally my favorite thing ever.
It was so
like,
cute.
I love it. I'm obsessed.
I know. Next we want to do like making our own pizzas from Trader Joe's. Like just finding cute little recipes and putting things together with that. Like even the funniest thing that Kylie and I have done before too was like making like sweets charcuterie board.
Oh,
do you remember we did that?
Stop. I'm thinking, yes, I remember that, but I think the most romantic
was it Christmas?
No, the most romantic thing Gina and I have ever done, like romantically cute, like, you know, like extra thing that we've ever done was when you got those brownies for Valentine's Day and we decorated the charcuterie board.
Oh my gosh, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, sweets, and then we put like random sweets around it.
That was actually the cutest thing like ever. And Gina and I so Valentine's Day, and it was my favorite thing I like ever.
We had like our almond milk, and then we had the brownies with some like extra little like candies around.
Oh, because you got the PR package, and
there was like a bunch of like random like the little heart candies. We didn't eat them, but they were cute for the photo.
Oh,
and it was just like the vibes were perfect.
They were Valentine's Day like Buckeye brownies, so they had like pink, a little. Some of them had pink, right?
Yeah,
I don't know, but they were. And then we just sat there and we just watched TV.
It's like that's romanticizing life, right?
Like, stop. That is like romanticizing life in a nutshell.
It was so cute.
Also a handful of times that when Gina and I lived together, we would literally sit on the floor in the living room with candles on the table.
Have like a little candlelit dinner inside. Because again, why not? Like that's the fun of it.
I literally come out of the kitchen and Gina's like set up. I'm like, what is going on? Not to mention, I think we had spaghetti that night.
Oh, probably.
So like, how perfect.
I know. It's like just always going all out every time.
Why not?
I know.
Like, what is the point of life?
No, I
don't do that.
But yeah, I don't know. It was just like, those are the fun little things that we've always done.
Yeah, and it just makes life, I don't know, like fun. Take something very basic and make it into a cute little activity. Like that's perfect.
Yeah.
I feel like another thing that I like to do sometimes is like just create like an aesthetic, like whether it's like on your laptop background or like in your room or like on your phone or like literally whatever it is, like just it makes everything and spices it up.
I know. I love doing what are they called? Like vision boards.
Yeah.
And I'll go on Pinterest and find like a bunch of different photos that like motivate me or look like what I want my life to look like, put them all together. Like that's fun. That kind of like goes with the other tip I have was like setting crazy ass goals.
Yeah.
Like literally shoot for the stars because I think that's another way to romanticize your life because maybe you're not where you want to be. But if you just like put it in front of you, like I remember like I had a whole like vision board and it was like $100 bills and it was like a new apartment. Just like romanticize it. Like you'll get there. I think it's fun to have those like crazy goals that might not get right away.
Yeah. Well, it kind of just also like, I mean, we were just talking about this, but like it reinstates the purpose of like what you're doing. Because sometimes I think life can be, not to be like all sad and stuff, but I think life can sometimes be a little defeating. And it's like really hard, as we all know in today's day and age, to
have everything you want and be where you want to be and afford everything.
Very defeating and hard to grapple with sometimes. So it's like to have like something that you can look at and be like, this is why remember why you started.
Yes.
Like is very helpful. So
and what you're working towards.
I will be plastering a Ford Bronco on my Pinterest board.
Literally.
Like, just telling her this.
Just put it on your iPhone background and just
like 12 different Broncos. Like just the same car in different colors and just
every time I see a pink vintage Bronco, I think of you.
The one Alex Rowe had.
Yeah.
On Montauk.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so cute.
So cute.
Love that. But again, like manifest that. Like just say like that's the one I'm gonna get. Like that's what I'm gonna have.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you have that mindset, like, I mean, the world is your oyster.
Yeah. Dude, seriously. Like me and Gina joke about that one. We could do literally anything we want.
Yeah. Literally.
Like, what do you want to do today? We can literally do whatever.
Whatever.
Like the opportunities are endless.
Truly. Especially if you're young, like fuck.
It's so funny. Like
live it up and just shoot for the stars.
I have another one that I don't think we wrote down, but I love to do personally. When we used to cook in college, like making your meals look presentable.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Like you are huge on like plating.
Very aesthetic person.
Yeah.
Like as I've said 1,000 times, I feel like people are like, shut up. But I really am. Like when I cook food, I want it to look nice. Like I don't care like if it's just me eating or if it's like me and Gina or like literally I don't care. Like if I'm cooking for you, I'm gonna make it look nice. Yep. And like
I took that away from you for sure. I still do that today, like always.
It's so like I don't know what it is. I just feel like you can't cook without making it look nice. And it's like, by the way, I want to say like if the meal comes out bad, that doesn't, or like if it looks, it's not that it tastes bad. It's just like I like to make it look like, you know, I try at least. Like maybe it looks like shit to some people, but like I try to make it look nice. When like either like you garnish it a certain way or like you plate it a certain way or like
whatever, just make it look cute and take a photo of it. Like I think
oh my God, Gina would always do that. I would always be like, I'm so hungry I can't, but Gina would always
phone always eats first for me. Like even going out to dinner, like I'm like, everyone stop what you're doing, don't touch anything, I'm taking a picture.
That's the other thing too that we have on here is just take pictures of everything.
Yes, everything.
Like just take a picture of it. You'll never regret taking a picture of something, but you're gonna regret not doing it.
Yes.
And then like put a little cutie little photo dump together and show us your cutie little
also filter your photos. Like I filter like all of my photos. I put cute little grainy filters. Like I love Tezza and
Slay.
It's just again, that's part of me romanticizing my life because I love it. It's like a little cute accent to the photo.
Nothing wrong with like filtering them as long as it's not like you're a different whatever. Like
right, not like filtering your body.
And then I think like another thing that I personally feel like I live by is like you deserve to treat yourself. Like I was just telling her I got here, I was like, this is so funny too. People are like, Kelly, shut up. Like
no, so many people think this way.
Okay, good. Okay.
No, so many people do.
No, but like I got here and I was like, and Gina was telling me that like something like sweatshirts were on sale that we love, like from Abercrombie. And I'm like, shut up, like don't tell me that because I'll go on there. Like I started my first week of work. I deserve like a sweatshirt.
Oh my God.
Like literally.
But everyone does that.
Telling yourself like, oh my God, like the most minor inconvenience. Like I need something like a coffee or like literally I don't care what it is. It's just like funny, like that aspect of doing that. But along with that, I think like you deserve to treat yourself.
You do.
Splurge on things sometimes that you don't necessarily need, but you want. Because, like,
Yes.
people are always like, what the, like, heck are you saving for? Like, you have all this money in your bank account. What are you saving it for?
Right.
Like, I get you have long-term goals, like, obviously, yes. But it's like, you're working to also spend some of that and enjoy life at the same time.
And a mindset thing that I've definitely been incorporating more is having like an abundance mindset and just knowing that like if you think money's always going to come back, it will help you so much with just like living your life. And again, splurging, like spending the money on the experiences or even on the materialistic things. Because sometimes if you're looking at that expensive bag multiple times a day, you're like, that was so fucking worth it. And it makes me so happy.
Yeah. No, totally. That. And I think like I'm somebody who like if I'm gonna buy something, I want it to be the best thing I can possibly buy. Like I personally am not like a dupes person.
But like you also have like your things that are that you're willing to like cheap out on and also that you want to splurge on.
Right. Like for me, like experiences. So like if I'm gonna go on like a trip, like I want to have the nicest hotel I can have.
Right.
If I'm gonna go out to dinner and I'm on a trip, I want to go to a nice dinner because like who knows when you're gonna be back. Or like when it comes to like clothes and stuff, it's like if I'm gonna spend the money on this pair of leggings, why not get the nicest?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, like if I know I'm gonna wear something multiple times, I'm like I'm gonna spend the extra money because I'm going to wear it and it's gonna make me feel good too. Like if you know like something that you try on like makes you just feel so good, why not buy it?
Right.
I mean, if it's gonna make you happy again, romanticizing your life, like do it. I don't see like what the problem with that is. And again, everyone has like their own thing that they want to splurge on. So whatever that is, like do it. Treat yourself.
Yeah, that's like if splurging is like going out to eat once a week on like your date night, like do it. Like life is too short.
That's the biggest thing. I think that's what it really comes down to.
Yes, like you could be gone tomorrow, not to be all morbid, but you could. So like buy the bag, go out to dinner, you know, spend the extra money on the hotel, whatever you're doing. Like I don't know. Like that's why like I have certain things in my life I literally don't think twice about buying. Like I never think twice about getting my hair done. I never think twice about booking a flight. There's certain things that I just do not even go back and forth on because I'm like, I like this makes me happy. And also like it's the experience and like
it kind of reminds me of like how I know I was telling you about how like I was going like looking at cars for the first time and something I want is like a panoramic sunroof. Again, do I need that? Is it kind of silly to be like, that's something that would make me really happy to have in my car? Like, yeah, kind of. But also, if I want to spend the extra money for like that extra little happiness, like, why can't I? I should be able to.
Yeah. And people that tell you not to, it's like
it's just a cute little thing that I want. And again, if you want it,
also like if it's your money that you worked for and made, nobody should be telling you how to spend it. Like, let me just put a little PSA because I feel like people like everyone money is obviously like a touchy subject. So everybody has their own opinions on it. And I'm not trying to disrespect like anybody's opinion that's not that we think. But like if it's your money and you made the money and you worked for that money, then you should be able to spend it however you want to spend it.
And that's hard to do. But that's what we're like saying, like trying to practice that, like practice treating yourself and doing those things because you deserve it. If you work hard, you deserve it. So I just reminding yourself of that because I know so many people feel like they can't do things for themselves or treat themselves.
Yes.
And you do. You deserve to do
and
that.
That's like, you know, it's tough, obviously, because everyone's like, I don't know. I feel like I said, money's so tough that and obviously the world we live in doesn't make it any easier.
No.
But it just, again, the romanticizing life.
And it can be like little things. We're not saying like to treat yourself, you have to go buy an expensive purse, but
like treat coffee in the morning and
like get that extra coffee.
Yeah. Like get your Friday coffee or your Monday coffee or whatever. Like, if that's something that makes you happy, that's going to set your week up, then do it. Or like, you know, buying class pass. Like if you find joy of going to a class once a week, spend the money on it. Like it will make you happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then last thing I want to talk about, like last tip is just like kind of bouncing off of doing things for yourself. Like go on solo dates, spend some more time alone. I think this helps so much, which is like romanticizing your life, but also like loving yourself more. Because once you get comfortable with yourself and liking yourself, like life gets a little bit better all around you. Like you start to, you know, have better connections with people because you're more confident in who you are. So I think like going and running errands by yourself and whether it's like I don't think I can like sit down at a restaurant and eat food, but that's a good challenge if that's something you like to do. Like I should probably challenge myself to do it, but not my thing. Just like go and do things alone. I think it's so important to incorporate that in your life.
And I think like even just bouncing off of that, if you're not comfortable like going out in public, just be so comfortable spending time with yourself in your space. Like, don't feel like you have to be around people 24/7. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm biased because I'm an introvert. I literally cannot get enough alone time. Like, if I had to spend an entire week alone, I'd be happy as a clam.
Yeah.
I love being alone. So maybe that's just like me.
Yeah.
And I get overdrive by having to be too extroverted.
Yeah.
But like, just be comfortable like sitting on the couch with yourself. Like if you're living with your significant other and they're at work, or if you're at home and you're, you know, you have that weekend to yourself, like just really enjoy your own presence and your own company.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's so important, and like just being content no matter what. You know,
they say like you have to be your best friend. Like at the end of the day, like you have yourself.
Yeah.
So you need to like who you are and like be able to sit in silence too. I know we've talked about that, but like so important to practice. Like if you don't, people who are like so extroverted and are go, 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 a lot of times those people need to find some like inner peace and just like sit alone and like be like silent.
Yeah.
And it's hard for those people. For us, it's really easy, but it's good to practice. And I think that does help a lot with like aiding and like romanticizing your life and feeling like loving yourself and everything like that. So yeah, that's like my tip on that.
So we hope that you guys enjoyed our little list of ways that we love to romanticize life. Again, it's just things that we have like accumulated over the years, maybe. And just kind of started to incorporate. And I personally noticed like a big difference.
Same.
Like, and again, like it's just things that we enjoy, that we like to do. Of course, there's like many other ways that you can like, you know, add those little things into your life.
Everything is different in terms of like what you want to do, what's going to make you actually love life and like romanticize your own life. But we just want to share things that we love to incorporate and that make us happy, fill our cup. So hopefully you guys were able to take a couple things away from our list of things that help us romanticize our life. So it was a quick little episode, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
Yes.
So thanks for listening, and we will see you guys next time.